Uncharted. The older I get, the more I come to see how many subjects are fed by a steady stream of muddy waters. As nice as it would be if things were crystal clear, we're bound to hit waves every once in a while, and inevitably, a little sediment gets kicked up along the way. But the truth of the matter is, it's this very soil that sustains us, as opposed to sullying what would otherwise be sparkling clean. And around these parts, this life lesson holds true in a very literal way.
Gonna make pretty women jump and shout.
Muddy Waters is much more than just a metaphor. In fact, he's musical royalty. But just like the Deer Creek he was found knee-deep in so often as a child, his journey was marked by many rises and falls. He started on Stovall Plantation as a sharecropper, and like so many souls, headed to church looking to find faith, but found his voice instead. He was discovered rather serendipitously and set off to Chicago a few years later, looking to make a name for himself as well as a record. He struggled and stretched, toiled and tumbled, but ultimately topped the charts for more than a decade and set into motion the likes of the Rolling Stones, Cream, and Fleetwood Mac. The other thing about Muddy Waters, they rarely stand still. We can't always understand why they twist and turn the way they do, but ultimately, they take you to a destination. For Muddy Waters, the musician, his namesake flowed through his notes until the day he died. But for a new generation of musicians, his influence will continue to ripple through time.
Muddy Waters is my great-grandfather. Grew up in the same house, you know, that he was in. And,
yes.
Most of, you know, all my favorite childhood memories are with him. Seeing him jam out at different concerts and having the Rolling Stone and ZZ Top come over by the house. I didn't understand who these people were, but I just knew that music was important to him. It became something that was very important to me, and I'm sure you know, anytime you're passionate about something, it's like that monkey on your back. You can't get it off.
Yeah.
And so music was that thing for me. Came down here to be the nuclear spokesperson for Grand Gulf Nuclear Station, right? And they say
so that's what brought you down here?
Originally.
Okay.
And this position kind of just fell in my lap.
And what is your position exactly?
I'm the marketing communications manager for GRAMMY Museum, Mississippi now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you know this area, or had you visited it, or?
No. That's what's so weird, and that's what's like divine intervention. Basically, we're in the backyard of where my grandfather was a sharecropper. When I found all that out, that was after I got here. I was like, it's divine intervention. It was meant for me to be here, and I always feel him all around me.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Oh, it's kind of like you've come home in a way, right?
It's like a full circle moment. I just imagine what it was like, my grandfather walking on some of the dirt roads here and things of that nature, and how do you come from being, you know, a sharecropper and your mom and dad being a slave to being one of the world's most famous blues musicians in the world. It's out of this world to me. It really is amazing.
Just don't wake on you.